What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I just wanted to show you what I built this weekend. With some help of my buddy, we made a platform for the back of the Jeep. Since those of you who aren't super familiar with a Jeep Commander, they have, I want to say it's like 7 seats. So in the very back, it lays completely flat, so it's all even back there. But there are seats that I can take out or leave, and I'm just deciding to leave them for now. So I made a platform, but on top of that platform, so I was able to drill into it, I wanted to make it so I had a way of pulling out my cooler. So I have a cooler slash overland fridge. So it's back there. But we made this platform so it's a little easier to gain access to it, because where it sits right now it's a little too tall. So here, let me show you right quick. So this is the cooler versus the roof. Obviously it's not ideal for, leaving it in one spot and trying to sit it, but that's the platform I got right now. It actually worked out really well. It just sat right on top, and there were even like some divots in there already, so it actually worked really well. But what I have made here is a way of just pulling it out so that I can actually use it. So I have a lot more space that way. Ignore all the Celsius. I'm a big fan of Celsius. But I made it so I can pull it out so it's actually usable, but it can stay plugged in when I have it plugged in right there. So all I did was obviously a sheet of plywood. We measured it, we cut it to exact specs so it's not moving, and we used barn door like wheels that are meant for barn doors. I don't know if you can see that in there, but, and then obviously barn door track, so it's meant to hold a couple 100 pounds up in the air. And we made this, and it's not quite done yet. I'm still planning on putting like pieces of wood along both sides here so it keeps it actually in place, because right now it moves, but with how it moves just right with when you're driving the Jeep, but the cooler doesn't actually move. So if I'm moving the cooler, right, it's not gonna slide off or anything. So it's actually really convenient. But I also have enough space on this side that I can fit 4 totes, which is actually a lot of space for overlanding gear, So it'll be pretty sweet for storage. So that actually works out quite well. I just wanted to show you what I made this weekend. It obviously is not quite done yet. I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm going to be adding those strips hopefully this next weekend when I'm a little bit less busy. And then I gotta figure out if I want to paint it or if I want to leave it and kind of critique it here and there or not. Sorry, the sun is really bright and in my eyes right there, but it's a gorgeous view today. But Anyway, so I just wanted to show you guys what exactly I did. I also ordered parts because in my last video I mentioned that it was a $900 auction car and mentioned a coolant leak. And I actually ended up finding that coolant leak. It turns out it's a hose from my heater core. So I'm gonna be figuring that one out. I do still have to talk to a guy that knows electric stuff for the Jeep, because for some reason when my radio works, my speedometer doesn't work, which is kind of entertaining. And then vice versa, if my speedometer is working, my radio won't turn on. So I definitely have some sort of a electrical problem. So I'm gonna have to find someone that can help me fix that. But stuff is slowly moving along. I'm hoping to have a rooftop tent this week. I think I may have made a deal with a guy to trade my motorcycle for one. So I'm not actually having to pay a whole lot of money for it. Actually, I'm not paying for it at all if he wants to trade my motorcycle for it, which is awesome just because I'm not exactly made of money right now. And this is kind of just a project, you know. I've always liked overlanding. So I'm just trying to make my own rig instead of watching people make them, you know. Might as well jump right in and actually make one. So yeah, but alrighty, well, I appreciate your guys' watching. If you're interested in keeping up with it, you know, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any recommendations, because I'm building it, so, you know, I'm just slowly kind of trying to figure it out on my own. But if anybody has any recommendations on what to do, type it away, you know, throw it in a comment and I'll read it and see what I can do. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you have a great night. All right, peace.